Welcome to Economics on the Go with me, Yogyata. Today, we'll be having a look at a very basic concept of economics, scarcity. So when we talk about scarcity, we have to understand the subject economics came into existence somewhere because of this problem of scarcity. Now when we say scarcity, we mean to say that humans have unlimited wants and our means are very limited. Our resources are very scarce. So these resources are not able to meet all our demands. So where we have seemingly unlimited demands or wants, there our resources are scarce in number, and therefore we have this problem of scarcity. So what exactly do I mean when I say the word scarcity or when I use the word scarce? When I use the word scarce, I mean to say that it is not in plentiful. It has a finite supply. That means it is not unlimited in its existence. It has some limits to its supplies. Okay, so it is not going to be available in abundance. When I say something is scarce, I mean to say that it is rarely seen. We don't get to see it very often. Okay, and when I say scarce, I also mean to say that it is something that has alternate valuable uses with it. So when I say it has alternate valuable uses with it, means there are various means in which we can use those particular resources. And if there are resources, they come in this, with this kind of a definition of them, they become scarce resources. Now, when I say scarcity, I want to tell you that it is not an absolute concept. It is always a relative concept. There will be scarcity only in relation to something. So goods are scarce when our wants are unlimited. So goods could be scarce just because our population is more. Or for that matter, we can say that water is less in the desert regions but not in the rainforest regions. So when we talk about the concept of scarcity, it's always in a relative sense and never in an absolute sense. So we need to understand what are scarce goods and what are non-scarce goods. Okay, so when I say scarce goods, it could be scarcity that comes for food, so food scarcity, water scarcity. If we are having too much of fishing in some areas, that could be scarcity of fishes. If there is any epidemic or disease that spreads among the poultry animals, then we could have shortage, we could have scarcity of chicken and eggs. We have oil scarcity. We could have scarcity of medicines when we are not able to meet, for example, the number of vaccines that are required to the number of people that need to be saved from a particular disease. All this when put together is all examples of scarcity. These are all scarce goods. They are scarce in nature. Now when there are scarce goods, there also are certain goods which are non-scarce in nature. They are called free goods. Now what are these free goods? These free goods are goods that have infinite supply. They can be replicated infinitely. For example, air. Also, they do not have any contest about ownership or possession. That means nobody owns them. It belongs to everybody. These are called non-scarce goods. And because they don't come with a price, we also call them free goods. Okay. So today I am closing this, my first part on scarcity. We will be covering this entire topic of scarcity in 3 videos. The next part of it, which are the problems of scarcity, will be seeing the types of scarcity and the problems of scarcity in the next video. Thank you for joining in. Please do continue watching the other 2 parts also for better understanding. Thank you so much.